Hey there, and welcome to Marketing Mastery with Hunter Charneski, president of CharneskiPower.com, hashtag sprint or die. The biggest mistake that I see coaches make in our industry is positioning their product, service, or what have you as a brand. And that just isn't what you are. I'm sorry. It's just the truth of the matter. Okay? Because what do brands do? Right? They trigger feelings, they trigger emotions, they make you think of or remember an experience, right? They create those things for their consumer. Folks like you and I, we can't do that. Those things come after they've done business with us. The experience, the feeling, the emotions created, those things come after your customer has handed you their hard-earned money, okay? So when we watch a Super Bowl commercial with a bunch of polar bears rolling around drinking Coca-Cola, we think, well, if it works for Coke, it must work for us. And so then we start crafting our message around feelings and all this good stuff, and as a result, we see no sales, right? Just do it makes sense for Nike because they've earned the right to use that in their marketing collateral, in their branding collateral, right? So when I see somebody's Instagram profile bio read "where the best get better," I have no idea what that means. And if I don't know what it means, then your consumer doesn't know what it means either, right? I don't know what that is even talking about. Are you a law firm? Are you a cosmetology school? Are you a boxing club? Right? So there's all these things wrapped up in branding that just doesn't apply to coaches like you and I, right? So we need to market our services instead. We need to position ourselves as just that, right? We are marketers, okay? And what is the difference between marketing and branding? Marketing talks about who you are and what you do, right? Branding, as I touched on, talks about the thoughts, the feelings, the experiences, the emotions, okay, of the product, right? But as I said, those things come after the fact for us, all right? So, in terms of marketing, all right, I just wanted to give you 3 easy things that you can implement in your marketing collateral for your products or services that will see an uptick in leads, more sales, right? And getting you closer to your ideal life, whatever that may be for you. The first part I want to talk about is the problem. Folks love problems. We are drawn to problems. When there's a problem, right, what have we just done? We've opened a story loop, okay? People love stories. So when you hit them over the head with a problem, they immediately are more likely to engage with your product, service, or otherwise, right? Perfect example. When was the last time you walked out of a movie? Do you remember? Do you remember why? My guess would be is that there wasn't enough conflict or any at all. If you don't believe me, look no further than the 2 mega superhero movies of the past few years, Avengers: Infinity War and Justice League. Avengers absolutely trounced Justice League at the box office. Why? Because they hit you over the head with a problem early and often, and its name was Thanos, right? They even took the problem and made it the main character, right? Do you even remember who the villain's name was in Justice League? I wouldn't hold it against you if you didn't, but the villain in Justice League was Steppenwolf. And we didn't know who that character was until you had already left the movie or fell asleep. Right? So know what your prospects, your customers' problems are, and agitate them early and often. Okay? The next part would be just stating what it is you do. Right? So where the best get better on your caption or your Instagram profile, that doesn't give us a whole lot of information. Right? It's very vague. We can't, what is the consumer to do with that information? Right? There's a small business in Nashville, Tennessee called Local Honey. And if you were none the wiser, Local Honey, well, geez, you might think that they're a local honey conglomerate. But when you go to Local Honey's website, on the header, it screams at you, "We do hair." What you do? We do hair. If you go to my website, you're going to get the same thing. I write copy, I coach speed. Right? No creative insider language. No, screw that. Right? People run away from confusion and run toward clarity. Just call it, or just by stating what you do, you're going to see an uptick in engagement. I promise you. And the last piece would be having a call to action. Right? Donald Miller talks about this in his book, Building a Story Brand. Customers do not take action unless they are challenged to take action. Okay? So, going back to our local honey example, if you go to Local Honey's website, they are hitting you over the head with strong calls to action. Book now is plastered all over each segment of their website as you're scrolling down. Okay? They're not being passive with some weak learn more button. Okay? If you're being passive in your message, that's going to communicate weakness. And who wants to do business with somebody who's weak or not confident in what they're selling? Right? Local Honey isn't asking you to learn more about them. No, they're telling you, they're challenging you to become a paying customer with their strong call to action, that book now button. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. These are 3 simple things you can do now to see an immediate uptick in leads, sales, more athletes served, all that good stuff there. If you want more information, go to my website and download the 3 C's of marketing. It's a free resource. It can help you start to make marketing easy, right, for you and your business there. If you want help, if you want me to hold you by the hand, send me an email, hunter@CherneskyPower.com, and I'll gladly help you turn your words into money. Sprint or die. Talk to you later.